One of the most overlooked problems in the United States is homelessness. Every night, people like you and I are sleeping in the streets, in cars, and in homeless shelters. These people are often unseen and forgotten about. The majority of these people are disabled, veterans, and even children. The leading factors for homelessness are poverty, lack of affordable housing, job loss, lack of health care, mental illness, substance abuse, and domestic violence. The United States defines a homeless individual as someone who lacks housing. This includes an individual whose primary residence during the night is a supervised public or private facility. There are over 500,000 people in the United States that fit this definition. This is equivalent to the whole populations of Fresno and Sacramento, California. Facts and voiceovers can only show homelessness so much. They really can't show how it's affecting our nation and the direness of the problem. Fortunately, I was able to go to one of the cities in the United States with the most homeless citizens, Atlanta, Georgia. I was able to see how Atlanta is trying to combat and help the problem of homelessness in their city. At any given night, there's around 14,000 homeless people in Atlanta. Of that 14,000, 8,000 of them are living on the streets and unsheltered. 2,500 of them are children. This makes Atlanta the #1 city for child poverty in the United States. So behind me is the Shepherd's Inn. The Shepherd's Inn is part of the Atlanta Mission. The Atlanta Mission is a nonprofit Christian organization formed in 1938 to help combat the problems of homelessness in Atlanta. The Shepherd's Inn in particular works to help with men form a new independent life. It's every day it usually sees around 450 people to provide them with shelter and food. There are many different organizations across America working to help homelessness like the Atlanta Mission. Some include the Salvation Army, the National Coalition for Homeless, and the United Homeless Organization. These all share the same mission, to help the less fortunate around them. One thing that most people do not know is that organizations like the ones listed do not only help homeless citizens. They also help the citizens who are on the path to homelessness. They work to get those people into a better, more sustainable life. An organization I have ties with is Bluffton Self-Help in Bluffton, South Carolina. This is a non-profit organization that helps the impoverished citizens of Bluffton and Hilton Head Island. My aunt plays a big role in this organization and was able to elaborate more on what they do.
Good afternoon. My name is Julie Jones, and I am the Assistant Director here at Bluffton Self-Help, and I have been here now for 7 years. Bluffton Self-Help was founded in 1987 by Mrs. Ida Martin. It is a human service agency. We are a nonprofit charity as well, and we have several different things that we do here. We are a free food bank, we are a clothing closet, and we also have a financial assistance program. That is the program that I manage. There are 5 volunteer intake workers that conduct interviews for folks that are having a hard time paying a bill. They can apply once within a 12-month period. They do have to have documented evidence of a crisis, but if they are disabled or a senior on a fixed income or a working family that suffers a crisis and can't pay a bill, they can come to us and apply. We do not have homeless shelters here in Beaufort County or in the town of Bluffton. So if someone is having a hard time facing a bill and could become homeless, there really aren't a lot of options in this area. So what we do is we try to prevent homelessness. If someone can't pay their rent because they've been sick and in the hospital, they can apply to us for that bill. So hopefully we can take care of that bill, and then they can move on and get back to work once they recover and everything would be okay. So we are in the town of Bluffton. We are right over the bridge from Hilton Head Island. This is considered a resort area, so the cost of living is pretty high. It's actually higher than the national average and higher than the state average here. So we do have a lot of folks that live here and are kind of living paycheck to paycheck. So they rely on an agency like ours to come and help with their grocery expenses by utilizing our food bank, and also, like mentioned before, if they need help with an electric bill or with a housing bill, they can come here when they have suffered a crisis. And then we will give you a tour of downstairs, so you'll kind of see where the building, how the building helps everybody. And here we are at Bluffton Self-Help. This is the outside of our building. We're going to go inside, and right now we have food distribution going on. This side over here is clothing. And then right now we have people that are coming for one of the 5 weekly food distributions. And this is the food distribution area, the freezers and refrigerators for the dairy products and meat, and then the produce section, and then we have our non-perishables available. This is one of 5 distributions per week. Okay, so these rooms right here, there are 3 of them. These are our confidential interview rooms for financial assistance. Right now we have Susan in one making follow-up phone calls over there, but we do interviews between 1 and 3, Monday through Friday, and someone can come in and have an interview if they are having a hard time paying a bill.
Bluffton Self-Help has been such a blessing to me. It helps me stretch my budget. Being a senior citizen, it's very helpful for me. There are times when I needed some assistance with my utility bills, and Bluffton Self-Help came to my rescue. I can't imagine what I would do without them.
When looking at the numbers, it's nearly impossible for homelessness to end anytime soon. It's not something that can just go away. That being said, we still can make a difference. In our area alone, there are many different options to help the less fortunate. In the city of Williamsburg, there are over 40 different organizations. Some include Grove Christian Outreach, Williamsburg House of Mercy, and FISH. These places frequently need volunteers and extra hands. Any donations of time or tangible goods can make a huge difference in someone's life.